I just think, look, I think this whole thing of ceasefire for 5 days is just a strategic bluff by Donald Trump. I don't really think he wants to make a deal with the Islamic Republic. I think he's just doing it for the markets and for the oil prices to go back down. And we see too, because apparently there was supposed to be a ceasefire for 5 days, but then the head of Navy is dead today. So there wasn't a ceasefire. So it's just, I just love how Trump is such an expert poker player. Every time he says something, you can't really trust, because he's like, yeah, we're making a deal. And then you wake up to the news of Khamenei getting rocketed down. And it's just funny. It's just hilarious.
Well, I heard from a smart guy who told me there's a name for this thing. It's called tactical ambiguity.
Right.
Like so I've stopped listening to whatever he's saying because he's obviously playing a game for somebody else. He's like, the war is over. We're gonna hit them hard. We're gonna put hell on them. They're gonna send them to hell. No, we're making peace. They want peace. We want progress. We're gonna destroy them. This is their last chance. Okay, bottom line, when you see the ships heading in that direction, or the munitions in the airplanes, or now the 82nd Airborne, which have a special place in my heart because I'm a paratrooper as well, or the Marines heading to the Middle East, and with a discussion of them taking over Kharg Island. How do you pronounce it in Persian, by the way?
Kharg.
Kharg. I said that, and then regular people were like Kharg. I'm like, okay, Kharg. That's what I thought. Kharg. Okay.
Kharg.
Which one is it?
Kharg.
With like a K sound at the end?
Yeah, Khark, I think.
Kharg. Okay.
Kharg.
Whatever.
Okay, let me just give you a quick
go ahead.
linguistic lesson. Khak in Farsi means dust. Khak means dust. Khark is the name of the island. And I think it was basically an island full of dust. So that's why they probably named it that, Khark. And they just basically put all the oil refineries and gas and everything on the islands. Because I think it was kind of inhabitable. They're like, oh, we can't really use this island for holiday purposes. Let's just put all the gas stuff and the oil stuff there.
Okay. And so that island has something like 85-90% of the refineries and the loading docks for the oil and gas. And so you take control of that. You've basically taken control of Iranian oil production and export.
Right. And I think, the thing is, I don't want Israel and America striking oil refineries, gas refineries, even electricity and stuff like that, because I think fundamentally, long-term, that will damage Iranian people's chances of success and prosperity. But then again, if the Islamic Republic doesn't surrender, maybe it doesn't leave any other choice for the Americans and the IDF. I hope. Because at the end of the day, our natural wealth is oil. Our natural wealth is gas. If you hit those things, and even if the Islamic Republic is replaced with another regime, then we're going to have a poor Iran. We don't want a poor Iran. We want a rich, powerful Iran, a democratic, secular Iran, but a rich, powerful one. Because then what good does it do to the region, when you destroy all the oil and the gas refineries and you have a poor Iran? You're going to have Islamic Republic 2.0.
This dual language that you hear from the Trump administration, you could hear them be like, we want a deal. The deal's really good. I mean, they really know how to negotiate. We're making the deal with them. And then the next minute, it's like, I'm going to give them hell. And it's like you got this tactical ambiguity.
It's a comedy show, honestly. Right? It's really a comedy show. Like every morning I wake up and he's killed one of these generals. I just laugh. But I think what he's trying to do, I think that Trump is trying to keep some sort of structure inside Iran. Because the experience from the Iraq war was that, America went in, they fired everyone, they killed most of the senior leadership. And then they had chaos because the Americans just didn't know how to manage Iraq. They didn't know how to do the admin work. They didn't know how to do the day-to-day stuff.
And they thought that they could just democratize it in one shot and everything would be hunky-dory.
Exactly. So I think what Trump is trying to do is to keep some sort of structure for day-to-day activities, just admin stuff, banking stuff, blah, 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 right? Even if there is a regime change, you cannot just basically get rid of everything. You're going to have chaos because even if you put a new system in, it's going to take years before that new system is in place. So I think what he's trying to do is that saying, okay, you surrender. Okay, this is my 15-point plan. No nuclear, no ballistic missiles, no money for the proxies, blah, blah, blah. Stop killing your protesters. Give women rights. Give everyone rights, which is surrender deals. And the Islamic Republic is just not going to accept that. So I think war is inevitable. But I think that's what's going on in the back of his head. Also, another thing I want to say is that, look, unfortunately in America, there's a lot of naysayers. There's a lot of people against this war. So every now and again, he puts this, oh, we want to make a deal. We want to make a deal, you know? So he panders to those people saying, look, I'm trying to make a deal with them. They're the ones rejecting it. So I have no option but to finish this war. So I think that's what's happening.
So part of it is showing that he's willing to negotiate. He's talking,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're the ones who are recalcitrant. That's
yeah.
one part of it. And another part of it is trying to keep some systems in place so that, when and if there's going to be a throwing off of the old regime, there
Yeah.
are systems in place to not have pandemonium. My mom says, by the way, interestingly, that just like the Soviet Union, there was destruction, but it didn't all fall in one shot.
Right.
It took years, and it could be that this is like the first shot, but now it's going to begin a process of crumbling and maybe a more natural pace until the
Yeah.
the Mullah regime is overturned.
Yeah. I mean, the Soviet Union was starting to fall around 1989, and then it was completely over by 1991. So that
Right.
whole transition took 2 years.